Welcome to the live stream for the Camden County baseball game versus North Cobb High School Warriors. This is All on Georgia in Camden County, and we wanted to let you guys know that our students will be doing the commentary again today, and we have 40 counties all over the state of Georgia. And we do have an affiliate here, and we are allowing our student interns to kind of take the reins of this and learn how to do this. And we thank you for being patient with us and letting them learn and grow and becoming the young broadcasters that they want to be. So we do appreciate your patience, and we sure do appreciate you coming in and interacting with us during the live stream. The students really enjoy that, and we thank you guys for participating. We had a great two first games. North Cobb won the first game last night, 4-2, and Camden won the second game, 2-1. And now we are in the final game, which the winner will go on to play Brookwood High School, which is near Snellville, Georgia. And that will take place sometime later next week. And so, again, we do thank you for tuning in. And I'm going to turn it over to our commentators.
Hello, I'm Thomas. I'm in 10th grade and I go to Camden County High School. But we also got Rylan and Dion here. Dion, what do you have to say?
Hi, I'm Dion Jordan. I go to CCHS, and I am a 10th grade sophomore at this school. And I'm looking forward to a good game today, just as yesterday's games were.
Right, and Rylan, what's your background? What do you have to say?
I just think this is a great game for both of these teams. This is a winner-take-all game, so tensions are high. A lot of stress out there on that field, but I'm pretty sure the players will be able to keep their stress levels down and try and get through this game with a win.
That was well said, Rylan, but we're going to go ahead and get started with this. And All on Georgia Camden would like to thank Camden County School System and the Camden County Athletic Department, specifically Coach Coffey, Mr. Gary Blunt, and head baseball coach, Coach Seymour. Thank you for supporting All on Georgia and the opportunities they are allowing students like us learn the technology involved in live streaming and being part of sports journalism. We'd also like to thank our local sponsors of the game, Georgia Nurse Care. Visit them at georgianursecare.com for any home nurse care services, and they are out of Brunswick, Georgia. We would also like to thank Oakwell Armory. Visit them at www.oakwellarmory.com. And we would like to thank Mr. Howard Davis of Oakwell Armory for his sponsorship. We'd also like to give a big thank you to our statewide sponsor of the Student Partnership Program with All on Georgia, Kyle Durrance and Durden Pecan in Metter, Georgia. Here's Rylan with the GHSA script.
Right now, I got a few words from the GHSA. The Georgia High School Association is a voluntary nonprofit organization composed of over 450 public and private high schools. The GHSA administers regulations for region and state competition in 16 sports and 2 activities. Founded in 1908, the GHSA strives to promote good sportsmanship, participants. For more information, visit GHSA. Follow GHSA on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at official GHSA. The Georgia High School Association would like to thank its corporate partners for their value high school athletics and activity. Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance, Georgia Electric Membership Corporation, Technical College of System of Georgia, Gatorade, Wilson, Easy Go, Atlanta Hawks, Mizuno, Sports Medicine South, U.S. Army, Atlanta Track Club, NFHS Network, Georgia Army National Guard, Regions Bank, and the Georgia Public Broadcasting.
Hey, baseball fans, remind you to visit our concession stand for a variety of snacks and nachos, a hamburger, cheeseburgers, hot dogs, chili dogs, sausage dogs, French fries, cheese fries, The umpires for today's game is Terry Konzik, Bob Colbreth, and Clarence Strahan.
Just let our viewers know, we actually had an interview with the coach of the Camden County baseball team earlier. That is up on Facebook. Probably been up for around an hour, so if you guys want to go check that out or any family or friends who want to check it out, just go right ahead. Scroll down a little bit farther, it should be right there. We talked about a few things about the games from yesterday, about the error in the first, how they came back in the second, and just how they combat each pitcher today, as the games yesterday were dominated by pitchers. So if you want to go check that out, just scroll a little bit down farther and it should be right there.
Hey, Camden County Wildcat baseball fans, please visit www.camdenbaseball.com for news, merchandise, and stats. Thank you for supporting Camden baseball.
Just to let you new viewers know that weren't able to get with us yesterday, there was 2 games between Camden and North Cobb. North Cobb actually taking the first game 4-2 after a second inning error that brought in 3 runs for North Cobb that brought it to 4-0, and the game eventually ended at 4-2 with North Cobb taking it. And then Camden came back in the second game and won that game 2-1. That game was very stressful. It came down to the last innings, very interesting, but the pitcher, Ian Smith, was in for all 7 innings. He just came out, played a great game, and so both of those games were very great games. We shouldn't expect none less here. These 2 teams are very talented, and here's Thomas. He has a few things to say about those games.
I'd also like to point out some of the key points in that game. And one part was when a guy went up to bat for North Cobb, Ian Smith was on the mound, and he every time he would go back and pitch the ball, he would wipe his finger on his hat. It's just a little tick. And so the guy wanted to check his hat, and so that was very interesting to just see how, he wanted to see if he was cheating or not, and he wanted to get his blood pressure rising. But we also got another thing to mention. Minor was also up to bat later in the second game, and he got called for an interference call, so that was interesting. And I think that allowed for one guy to get on base. No, never mind. But yeah, so it was pretty interesting. There was a couple moments in those 2 games last night that were pretty crucial.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you would please stand and remove your hats for the playing of the national Let's play ball.
Well, took a little break there, but the national anthem was just played, and we're getting ready to play ball here in Camden County, Georgia. Pretty nice weather today, not too hot, a little breeze, pretty cloudy. Great day for baseball.
Just got word, or before the game, we got word that Camden is the home team, so they will be going up to pitch first, and Cobb will be coming up to bat. And so we'll see how that plays here in the first part of the first inning.
Well, baseball's already starting here. Andrew Grekel up to bat for North Cobb. Josh Parker on the mound for Camden County. We should expect a great game to pitch, and he held off that one, so that will be a ball for Andrew Grekel. Both of these teams looking to come out with a win here. If they do, they will advance to the next round of the playoffs, and whoever loses will not. So it is a winner-take-all game here. There's another ball by Josh Parker. Brings it to a 2-0 count. Josh with the pitch. He held off that. Called a ball. 3-0 count. Andrew Grekel walks on base with ball 4. So this brings us to Brett Squires. These guys played tremendous games yesterday, and Brett Squires coming up.
Goes Josh with the pitch. His first strike of the game. Looking to keep doing that.
Strike 1 here for Josh Parker. Brett Squires taking that one. The pitch, and he held off that one. Called ball 1, so we're up to a 1-1 count here in the first inning. Brett getting ready, the pitch. Held off that, called ball 2. So again, we got a 2-1 count. Pitch could have been called either way, but it's called another ball, so he's up to a 3-1 count.
Josh right here, he's having trouble. He's putting the balls up a little bit high. He's trying his best to put them back a little bit down.
And he does put that one down, but a little too far down, so that is also called ball 4. So now we have Andrew Grekel on first and Brett Squires on second. There's already a meet at the mound here for the pitcher, the catcher, and the coach coming out. Now we got a little break in the action. I would like to bring you the North Cobb lineup. Andrew Grekel batting first, Brett Squires second, Tristan Dobbs third, A.J. Diaz fourth, Clay Wright fifth, Devontae Cameron sixth, Andrew Young seventh, Christian Titro eighth, Campbell ninth.
Now up for the Warriors, the first baseman number 10, Tristan Dobbs.
Tristan Dobbs up to bat now. after that little meetup at the mound. Josh Parker looking to get a few strikes back here. Don't want to get too down here in the first inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Taken, called a strike. Nice breaking ball there, brings us to an 0-1 count.
Nice center change up there down low. That was a really good job from Josh there. He did really good doing that one.
Wild pitch there. Catcher couldn't corral that one in, so runner from second goes to third, and the runner at first stays. Now we have runners on third and first. My bad, we have runners on third and second here for North Cobb. Tristan Dobbs still up to bat. Taking that one a little high. Brings us to a 2-1 count.
The shortstop came up and talked to Josh there. He's trying to get him, you get those jitters out and start playing a little bit better. But yeah.
The swing, he swung on that one, but went a little too far foul, so that'll push to a 2-2 count. The atmosphere for this game is quite good, I would say. The parents are all into it. The players are into it, both dugouts. Swung on, deep left field. The fielder will not get that one. That will be a home run for North Cobb. That'll bring North Cobb to a 3-0 lead here at the top of the first inning.
That was a clean homer there. That was the first homer we've seen from the series, and it looks like the guy's going to get a nice applause from his teammates at the plate there.
Certainly is good for North Cobb, but not very good for Camden. North Cobb will be looking to work off that momentum from that home run. Just what North Cobb was looking for, and not what Camden was looking for. We got AJ Diaz up to the plate now. Josh Parker looking to shake that off. Looks like we already have a pitching change here at the top of the first. After that pitching change, we now have Justin Mesmer on the pitch.
Number 35, Zach Cage. And on the mound for your Wildcats, number 22, Justin Mesmer.
Pitch change here in the top of the first. Let's see what Justin can do on the mound here. Let's see if he can bring this pitching duel from yesterday back.
Not quite sure we'll have that much of a pitching duels. We already have 3 points here in the first, but Camden's coach did not waste any time making that pitching change. Just a little recap for new viewers. Tristan Dobbs hit that 3-run home run there to give North Cobb the 3-0 lead early in the first inning with no outs on the board. Resuming play now. AJ Diaz walking back up to the plate with Justin Mesmer on the mound now. See if Justin can take a little pressure off these fielders here and get a few outs. Justin Mesmer getting ready for his first pitch of the day. Swung on. That'll be past the first baseman into right field. That'll give AJ a single. So AJ Diaz gets on base with a single. So bring Clay Wright up to bat now.
Now, for the Warriors, the shortstop, number 13, Clay Wright.
All right, we have Clay Wright up to bat now. Runner on second now. Justin was the pitch, and it is hit. It was thrown to first, and he will be safe. Oh, he will be out. Sorry, my bad. Just brings us to 1 out in the inning.
Last night he was doing a really good. He was doing a really good job there on first base last night. He was able to stretch out just as he did last night. It's like reminiscent of what we saw last night from Hunter there.
Now, for the Warriors, the center fielder, number 23, Devontae Cameron.
Devontae Cameron up to bat now for North Cobb. Taking a pitch there, called a strike. Thrown. A little low there, called a ball. 1-1 count. 1 out in the inning, 1 on. Get ready to take this pitch. Swung on, fouled. Brings it to a 1-2 count.
Needs is a little bit more confidence here, so I think with a strikeout right here, he should be set for the rest of this inning.
The 1-2 pitch. Swung on again, fouled. Devontae getting a little help from his members there in the dugout. Just for new viewers, it is currently still the top of the first inning with North Cobb up 3-0 in Camden. And with no outs in the inning, Tristan Dobbs hit a 3-run home run to give North Cobb the 3-0 lead. So Justin with the pitch, and Justin with the strikeout there. So Mesmer gets a strikeout on Devontae Cameron. So this brings us to 2 outs in the inning with 1 on still.
That pitching change made effective there with a nice strikeout, and that was good. And that was the first strikeout, I think, for Camden this game. So that was a good job by Justin.
Jonathan Young up to bat now. Mesmer with the pitch. Called a strike, little inside, but just inside. So this will bring it to an 0-1 count. Mesmer with the pitch. The wild pitch behind the catcher. The runner will advance to third. So now we have 2 outs, runner on third. Jonathan Young here, 1-1 count, 2 outs, runner on third. Swung on, fouled right behind a wayside dugout. Could have hit a fan, but just moved out the way. So let's bring it to a 1-2 count, I believe. One count. 1-2 count. Another pitch a little low in the dirt there. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on third in the inning.
Be careful with those low pitches there. You don't want that guy to steal home, so let's see what he can do. Keep these pitches a little bit up there.
The pitch swung on again, called foul right behind home plate. Keep the count of 2-2. Mesmer with the pitch. Held off, 3-2 count. Full count here.
Clean pitch here, not too, outrageous with it. Just keep it clean. Keep it in the middle here. That's what he's wanting to do here.
Swung on, fouled again down third base line. I'd say Jonathan Young's been up here for quite a few pitches, but nothing Justin can't handle. Time called by Jonathan Young. Say he's at a battle at the plate here. Justin trying to get off the mound here as quick as possible. Swung on right in front of home plate. He got it to first in time. So Camden will get out of this inning with 3 runs given up. So this brings it to a 3-0 North Cobb lead. What do you think about that first inning, Thomas?
Well, at first, the game started off pretty bad for Camden, but they were able to hold them off to 3 runs there. But anyway, we're going to get ahead and start with the local sponsors here in a sec.
Just as Thomas gets that booted up, I just like to...
We would like to thank our local sponsor of the game, Georgia Nurse Care. Visit them at georgianursecare.com for any home nurse care service, and they're out of Brunswick, Georgia. We'd also like to thank Oakville Armory at www.oakvillearmory.com. We'd like to thank Mr. Howard Davis of Oakville Armory for his sponsorship. We would like to give a big thank you to our statewide sponsor of the student sponsorship program with All on Georgia, Kyle Durrance and Durden Pecan in Metter, Georgia.
Georgia is streaming to you live from the Camden County baseball field at Camden County High School. We would like to thank all the fans that came out. We have a great crowd here on a Saturday afternoon on the home side and as well as on the Cobb County side. They drove all the way from Kennesaw, Georgia, which is about 6.5-hour drive from Kennesaw to Kingsland. So we do appreciate them coming down here and supporting their Warriors, and we appreciate our home crowd here supporting the Camden County Wildcats. This is brought to you live by All on Georgia Camden.
Bottom of the first inning, Wildcats down 3-0 to the North Cobb Warriors. Camden looking to bounce back here in the bottom of the first, see if they can get a few runs of their own here. But stay tuned, because this might be a very high-scoring game here.
The bat, he had a great day pitching. Let's see what he can do on the batting side.
Reed Campbell on the mound here for North Cobb Warriors. And we have Ian Smith up to bat for the Camden County Wildcats. I'd say Ian had a pretty good game last night. 2 pretty good games. But let's see what he can do here in this game. So Reed with the pitch. Down low, called ball, 1-0 count. This is our first look at Reed Campbell here. Let's see what he can do. Pitch a little low, called 2-0. Ian ahead in the count here, 2-0.
Count there as he strikes him.
Ian Smith was actually pitching a perfect game last night in Game 2 and hit a no-hitter through 6. But that ended. But Camden still came out with the win. And this brings us to Game 3 here. So Ian is now ahead in the count 3-1. Swung on by Ian, but that would be foul behind the away side dugout. This brings us to a 3-2 count.
Both guys here with a full count. Let's see what he can do.
Leadoff man Ian Smith looking to get on base here for the Wildcats. The pitch. Low, ball 4. Let's look at the leadoff man Ian Smith on first base for Camden County. This will bring Brooks Bryan on to bat for Camden County. Brooks held off that pitch there, brings us to an 0-1 count. So no outs here in the bottom of the first. 0 balls with 1 strike, 1 runner on. Throwing to first, seeing if something's doing, but nothing's doing. So that'll keep Ian on base. Brooks Bryan down on the count, 0-1 here. Reed Campbell with the pitch to first again, but nothing's doing. Reed Campbell with the pitch, the bunt attempt, but was not able to get it, and he's still safe, so he does not get him out. Ian just got back to first base to stay on. Still keeps us at 0 outs in the inning for Camden County. Reed Campbell with the pitch. Swung on by Brooks Bryan, brings us to us an 0-2 count. Brooks steps back from the plate, but quickly steps back up, so give us Reed Campbell with the pitch here. Reed Campbell gets a strikeout on Brooks Bryan, so that gives us 1 out in the inning with 1 on. And this brings Mylan Ellerson up to bat for Camden County.
A couple hits last night. He did really good for the guys on the bases, so let's see what he can do here.
The pitch gets away from the catcher, but Ian Smith stays on first. Might have had a chance there, but probably the smart decision to stay. That's probably why I'm not playing baseball. Two balls, no strikes here for Reed Campbell. Checked his swing, but it is a strike anyway, so that'll bring us to a 2-1 count. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out here with 1 on in the inning. Swung on right in front of the home plate, and it will be fair, but the third baseman loses grip of the ball, and that will get Milan on first base. So this gives us Ian on second and Milan on first.
Third baseman there, the ball had just slipped out of his hand. He was going to throw it to first there, but it just slipped out. And Mount Milan's on first base, and we got Ian on second. So that was a nice turnout there.
And now we have Hunter Dean coming up to bat for Camden County. Hunter Dean getting ready for the pitch here from Reed Campbell. Steps back, but steps back in. Milan down at first, and Ian way up there at second. So this will give Hunter the pitch and called a strike. So it is an 0-1 count here for Camden County. Campbell with the pitch, and Hunter Dean with the swing. Brings us to an 0-2 count here. Good base hit here. Would maybe drive in that runner on second. But can't get too ahead of ourselves. That is an 0-2 count for Hunter Dean with the last pitch. Called a ball. 1-2 count. Pitch held off that, called ball 2. So 2-2 count here.
Back in this one, you got to be thinking he wants to walk here, but let's see what he can do here. Good job by Hunter. It's a full count now. He fought back pretty nicely, but only the resulting outcome is what happens.
Reed with the pitch. Swung on by Hunter Dean. Popped away high here behind first base. Right behind our tent. Good thing we have this tent. That would have been a few feet less. That would have probably landed right on one of our heads, but it didn't. So Hunter still at a full count here with 1 out of the inning. Swung on again right behind home plate for Hunter Dean.
And they're swinging. That's okay.
Ready for this 3-2 pitch. Ball 4. That'll give us runners on first, second, and third now for Camden County with 1 out in the inning.
See how he fought back into it, and now they got loaded bases here. So let's see what Chris Mobley can do here on the play here.
Yeah, you are right. Chris Mobley's coming up to bat now. I'd say he had a pretty good few games last night. But with runners on base, you got to think something may happen here for Camden County. 3-0 Warriors. But bases loaded for Camden County. Reed Campbell getting ready for the first pitch of this at-bat. Swung on by Mobley right over the pitcher's head and right by the shortstop and second baseman. This will drive 2 runners in. So it will be 3-2 game North Cobb still, but Camden County getting back into this one. So Chris Mobley with the 2-run single drove in 2 runs there.
Perfect hit there. It bounced off the ground, went over the pitcher, and then it went through the second baseman and the shortstop, and it went out to the center field guy, and he had to bring it back.
Not a bad inning here for Camden County with 2 on still with Justin Mesmer up to bat. Mesmer there with the swing brings us to an 0-1 count. Mesmer held off of a ball there. Brings us to a 1-1 count with 1 out of the inning. Corey Dowdell on deck now for Camden County.
Right. Throws back to second base, and he gets on there safe.
We'd like to give a big thanks to Katrina King for watching with us. She's thankful to watch this game. We're thankful to bring it to you. So stay tuned. It'll be a pretty good game. We'd also like to give you guys a little fact. Yesterday we had viewers from the Dominican Republic actually watching. So if they're watching right now, we'd like to thank you for tuning in. And it should be an even better game today. So there's Justin Mesmer for Camden County striking out. Let's bring Corey Dowdell on for Camden County.
Hitter Corey, he's getting ready to slug this thing out of here, hopefully.
Corey Dowdell looking for this first pitch here. Corey Dowdell getting his first pitch here. Swung on to the shortstop. Able to get that one for the out at second base. So bring it into the first inning. Camden County still trailing the Warriors 3-2, but able to bring it to a 1-run deficit, so shouldn't hurt them too much, I would say. And here's Thomas with our local sponsors.
We would like to thank our local sponsors of the game, Georgia Nurse Care. You can visit them at georgianursecare.com for any home nurse care service out of Brunswick, Georgia. We'd also like to thank Oakwell Armory, and you can visit them at www.oakwellarmory.com. And we would like to thank Mr. Howard Davis of Oakwell Armory for his sponsorship.
So just to wrap up a couple stats that went on in that first inning, we have Chris Mobley, who had a double play and 2 RBIs to make Camden get on the board with 2 runs and versus 3.
We would like to bring you guys back to the top of the second here. Justin on the pitch mound, and we got Tetro over there on the plate. Let's see what he can do. Ball. It's going to be a 1-0 count here. Justin up for the next pitch. Right dead in the center. He's going to be called a 1-1 count here, so that was a good pitch there by Justin. That's another good strike there. That's a 1-2 count. There goes Justin showing his ability to strike guys out. Now he got a little bit of the ball there, so he's going to go for another bat here. Let's see what happens. With another pitch. That's a hit down center field, and he's going to get on first base and stay there. So that can be a single. That was a really good hit there by the batter. And now we got number 3 coming up to bat.
Now for the Warriors, left field number 3, Matthew Terrell.
Uchero coming up to bat for the Warriors, and we got Justin still on the mound. Great bunt attempt there. He got to first base. That's going to be a single, and the guy's going to get on second base. So we got runners on first and second, and we got a guy coming up to bat. Looks like Andrew Greckles, so we're at the top of the lineup here.
Right, Andrew Greckles up to bat. With runners on first and second with no outs in the inning. Greckle looking to do some damage here for North Cobb. Mesmer getting ready for the pitch. The bunt looks like a pretty nice bunt from here. Justin does not get the pitch in time, which gets a runner on first, second, and third now with no outs in the inning. This will bring the second man in the order, Brett Squires, up to bat.
Bunt attempt in the row. I see what coach is trying to do here. He's just trying to play small ball here, get the guys on loaded bases, and hopefully get his guy who hit the home run last time out there to hit this ball out of here.
Strike there by Justin Mesmer. Hit the third baseman, looking for the double play, will not get it. So this gets number 8, Tetro, to home plate, driving a run. So it's currently 4-2 North Cobb here.
Now for the Warriors, number 10, Tristan Dobbs.
Tristan Dobbs up to bat now for North Cobb. Runners on first and third, one out in the inning. Pitches to first, see if anything's doing, but nothing there, so. Tristan Dobbs with the bat. He's the guy that hit the home run in the last inning to give North Cobb the lead. He is out, trying to steal second. So there's a stolen base attempt, but did not come to pass. So just give us 2 outs in the inning. Tristan Dobbs still on base. Bad.
Justin sizing up his pitch here. Let's see what happens. Here he goes. Bounce off the dirt here. It's going to go to third base and looks like a foul ball. 0-1 count.
Justin looking for this pitch. Swung on and missed by Tristan Dobbs. So this will bring us to an 0-2 count here with 2 outs in the inning.
Well, it's 2 strikes. He's looking clean.
Pitch. Called a ball there. 1-2 count. The swing hit to left field again. That will be called foul. That ball went over the fence, but just on the other side of that foul pole, so called foul. 0-2 count still.
Number 10, dude, he's getting it right now. You know, he's been hitting some really hard balls, and you know he's got that home run, and he almost showed himself another home run right there, but it just wasn't quite there.
Dobbs was another hit between center left field. Drops. Not able to get that one, so that'll bring another runner in. Bring it to a 5-2 game for North Cobb.
Cobb's is having himself a good day at the plate here. He's eating up the outfield and eating up the pitcher right now, so let's see what happens.
For the Warriors, number 24, A.J. Diaz.
A.J. Diaz coming to the plate now for the at-bat. No count here for A.J. Diaz. Another ball there. 2-0 count. 2 outs in the inning. 1 on. Ball hit to the second baseman. Leaving the shortstop on second base, and that'll be an out. So after the first half of that second inning, brings us to a 5-2 game for North Cobb Warriors. Camden coming on the bat here and see what they can do.
We'd like to thank our local sponsors of the game once again. Georgia Nurse Care. Visit them at georgianursecare.com for any home nurse care service out of Brunswick, Georgia. We would also like to thank Oakville Armory. Visit them at www.oakvillearmory.com. And we would like to thank Mr. Howard Davis of Oakville Armory for his sponsorship. We'd also like to give a big thank you to our statewide sponsor of Student Partnership Program with All on Georgia, Kyle Durance and Durden Pecan in Metter, Georgia.
The big stories in the top of the second inning was that we have Brett Squires who got a single, and he's gotten a RBI to lead to a run, and then we have Andrew Greco who's had a single and a stolen base, and then we have someone who has Tristan Dobbs who has 3 RBIs and a home run.
Tim Parker at the bat now for Camden County. 1-0 count. Pitch again, swung on by Tim Parker. That'll be called foul. No balls, 1 strike here for Tim Parker. The pitch held off that one, called strike, 0-2 count. Inside there, 1-2 count. With the hit to shortstop. The shortstop will fire it over to first base just in time to get Tim out. So this will be 1 out of the inning with Cole Loden coming on to bat. And then on deck is Ian Smith back at the top of the order.
Ace is back there behind the pitcher. Got to get somebody on those in order to maybe get an RBI.
Now up for the Wildcats, the center fielder number 4, Cole Loden.
Senior Cole Loden at the bat now. Reed with the pitch. Held off of, called a strike, 0-1 count. Pitch in the dirt there, 1 ball, 1 strike. Went out, bases empty. Cole swung on that, pop up in the infield. The shortstop will miss that one. That'll bring Cole around to second base. So Cole Loden gets to second base on that error by the third baseman. That was just purely the sun, I would guess. I don't know. He was looking straight up in the air, just missed the ball. So this gets Cole on second base with an error. So we're back at the top of the order now with Ian Smith.
Lost it up in the clouds there. He had a chance to grab it, but he dodged it right there just to keep it safe.
Ian Smith on the plate here. Cole on second. High there. 1-0 count. Cole trying to steal third, and he will get there in time. Cole successfully steals third. This just gives us 1 out in the inning with a runner on third, and Ian Smith on home plate.
Speed there. Cole played cornerback for the high school Wildcats here for football, and he was doing really good, and so he showed his speed there and what he could do.
Everything he's throwing is outside now.
Cole Loden. Ian Smith swung on that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes here for Ian Smith. 1 out in the inning.
That got outside.
Ian Smith swung on that one. In deep left center field. The fielder missed it. This will bring Cole in from third to get the run. Make it a 5-3 game. North Cobb still in the lead. But an RBI double by Ian Smith there to bring Cole Loden in.
So that could have been a home run, but that was a really nice hit by Ian to get on second base.
Trade places with him, Brooks.
Now up for the Wildcats, number 17, Brooks Bryan.
Looks like Brooks Bryan up at the plate here. Runner on second. Brooks Bryan hit by the pitch. The very first pitch of the at-bat, he's hit by the pitch. Meeting at the mound here.
Now up for the Wildcats, number 15, Mylan Ellis.
Number 15, Mylan Ellerson up at the plate now for Camden County. Runners on first and second, one out in the inning. The pitch coming. Called a strike, 0-1 count. Swung onto the shortstop. Shortstop gets it to second, but slips, so he's actually called out at second base. The runner's foot may have come off the bag, but they were calling him out at second. Questionable call there. The runner coming from first is called out, but it may have looked like the second baseman's foot may have slipped off the base, but regardless, still called out.
Too happy there, took off his hat and walked over there to the third base. But
taking that pitch there. Brings us to an 0-1 count. 2 outs here in the inning. Runners on first and third. Hunter swung on to right field. This would be a single. Runner from first will get to third, and runner from third will get home. Brings us to a 5-4 game here in North Cobb Warriors. It seems like any time the Warriors get on the board, Camden gets on the board. How do you feel about that?
it's been crazy, yesterday, it was a hard-fought, pitcher's duel, but today it's totally different. You got two teams coming out here ready to score some runs.
Chris Mobley up to bat here for Camden County. Ball, 1-0 count.
Full count here as he throws a ball. for the pitch. 2-1 count here. Down low, calls it a ball, so it's 3-1 count here.
31, baby. That's 31.
Mobley at the play here. Swung on right to the second baseman. He will get it to first, and he will be out. So brings an end to the half of the inning. This will bring us to the top of the third after this little break.
Hey, baseball fans, remind you to visit our concession stand for a variety of snacks, from nachos, hamburgers, cheeseburgers, hot dogs, chili dogs, and so much more. Thanks for supporting Wildcat Baseball.
We would like to give thanks to our local sponsors of the game here. We got Georgia Nurse Care. Visit them at georgianursecare.com, and they are a home nurse care service out of Brunswick, Georgia. We would also like to thank Oakwell Army, and you can visit them at www.oakwellarmy.com. We would like to thank Mr. Howard Davis of Oakwell Army for his sponsorship.
Ozzie Anderson with the question, what happened? Well, top of the first, North Cobb got 3 runs. Bottom of the first, Camden got 2 runs. Top of the second, North Cobb got 2 runs. Bottom of the second, Camden got 2 runs. So this is a way different game, Ozzie, than yesterday. So, I mean, yesterday, Ozzie, like, the pitching was so good. And just opposite story here. So any more questions, Ozzie Anderson, just send them on in. Number 13, Clay right up for the Warriors here. Mesmer still on the mound for Camden County. Nick with the question on who's winning. North Cobb is winning. 5-4 currently in the top of the third. Daryl Dobbs with the question on who hit the home run. Tristan Dobbs actually hit the home run there in the top of the first to give North Cobb at that time the 3-0 lead. Justin Mesmer throws a strike there, brings the count to 2-2. Mesmer throws the ball. Number 13 hit by the pitch. So this will get a runner on first. Just a little quick notification for Ozzie Anderson. Your all caps is on, so I would really appreciate it if you'd stop yelling at us in the stream here. But, you know, we're all just having fun in games here, so.
Watch him, Timmy.
Mesmer throws a pitch right down the middle, called 0-1 count. Mesmer with the pitch. Looks pretty good, like a pretty good swing, but called foul.
He kind of hesitated on his swing there and just swung at the last second and drew some ball there, so that's going to be a foul ball. Here goes Justin with the pitch. Here he goes. Pitch low there, down in the dirt. It's going to be a ball. That's a 1-1 count here.
One ball, one strike here for Mesmer.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes for Mesmer. Sounded like that was pretty well hit, but foul. So Devontae Cameron's out to bat now. 1-2 count.
Some hard balls. If only he can just bring it in a little bit, then it would be perfect for him.
Devontae Cameron will call time here. Backs out of the box. 1 ball, 2 strikes. No outs here in the top of the third. Swung on by Devontae Cameron. Corralled in by the second baseman. Shortstop. And gets it to first, but not in time. So this brings us to 1 out in the inning. Let's bring Andrew Young on to bat now.
Now up for the Warriors, number 7, Jonathan Young.
For anyone wondering why these games are so much more offensive than defensive, is both teams played their ace pitchers yesterday in those first 2 games, and getting to the bottom of those lineups here for both teams. So, it just comes in as just a high-scoring game, offensive. Puts more pressure on the fielders, but they're in the playoffs. They're a good team, so they should be able to get this done. Ball there brings us to a 3-0 count.
Justin can fight back in and make it a full count here for the batter.
Mesmer with the pitch called a strike, so this brings us to a 3-1 count. As I said about the pitching, it all really comes down to depth for both of the teams and the pitching rotations. All these kids are talented, of course. Breaking the action, gets a double play there for Camden, gets him off the field unscathed. So bring Camden now in the bottom of the third. But yeah, it all comes down to pitching rotations and the talent. Of course, all the kids are talented. But yeah, what do you have to say about it, Thomas?
Double play action out there on the field. Shortstop and the second baseman communicating really well. Was able to get it to the first base in enough time for that double play. We would like to thank our local sponsors of the game here, Georgia Nurse Care. You can visit them at georgianursecare.com for any home nurse care service, and they're out of Brunswick, Georgia. We would also like to thank Oakwell Armory. You can visit them at www.oakwellarmory.com. And we'd like to thank Mr. Howard Davis of Oakwell Armory for his sponsorship.
We'd also like to give a big thank you to our statewide sponsor of the Student Partnership Program with All on Georgia, Kyle Durrance in Durden Pecan in Metter, Georgia.
So far, the big stories in the game are Hunter Dean's RBIs that he's gotten and his walk. And also another big story is 2 RBIs by Chris Mobley. which led to 2 runs and put Camden down by 1 against North Cobb.
Justin Messmer.
Up to bat here, Justin Mesmer. As I said, Justin Mesmer coming up to bat here. Camden County, bottom of the 3rd inning. The pitch, laid off, a little low in the dirt there, brings us to a 1-0 count. The pitch, and low in the dirt again, brings us to a 2-0 count. The pitch and the swing right between the 3rd baseman and the 2nd baseman for Justin Mesmer gets him a single. Leadoff single here for Justin Mesmer and the Camden County Wildcats. This will bring Corey Dowdell on the bat for Camden County.
Shortstop just gave up on that ball right there, and it went out to the outfield, but he was able to throw it back, and he only got to first base there, so.
Corey Dowdell getting ready for the first pitch of the at-bat. Held off of, called a ball. Good eye there. Brings us to a 1-0 count. Corey swung on that one, but it's foul behind the plate. Right over here in the stands. Brings us to a 1-1 count for Corey Dowdell. Pitch. Held off that strike there, 1-2 count. Pitch swung on and missed. Corey Dowdell is tagged at the plate. So, it'll be 1 out for Camden County. Josh Parker coming up now to bat, and Cole Loden on deck. Runner on first.
Bottom of the order, and we're seeing a little bit of action from the batters here. You know, the lineup's looking pretty nice. Let's see what they can keep doing.
And Josh Parker getting ready at the plate. Looking for the bunt, attempting to steal second, and he will get to second. Thinks about going to third, but stays.
Well, like Coach Seymour is very patient with these umpires, and to be honest with you, that was a controversial call there.
I believe they called another interference. So runner will go back to first. Same thing they called on Milan last night, if you were watching. Interference again. Pitch in the dirt. Score currently here in the game as we're in the bottom of the third is 5-4 North Cobb Warriors. Pretty good score line here today for both teams. Cole Loden at the plate now. Currently a 1-0 count, 2 outs in the inning. Swung on. Pitch. Stolen base. He's going to third. He's going to steal 2 bases. Catcher got a little confused there. So the runner actually stole 2 bases there with 2 outs in the inning. It's a 1-0 count here for Cole Loden. There's now a meeting at the mound with all the players.
Parker called that interference earlier, and he told Justin to go back to first base, but you know what's even better? He even got past second base and got to third base, so he's looking pretty clean out there, stealing bases like a thief.
For those of you guys wondering, my co-commentator Thomas here has never watched a baseball game in his entire life, so any questionable commentary, just don't worry about it. So Cole swinging on that pitch there. Foul territory, but might be corralled by the fielder, and it is corralled. So just bring it into the inning. No runs scored. This leaves us at a 5-4 game going into the fourth.
Entirely true. You know, I've watched a couple of games, and I've watched a lot of these games here at Camden, so guess what? Joke's on you, buddy.
In that inning, we have some good stats from Camden with Justin Mesmer, who has 2 stolen bases, which had Camden in a good-looking situation, but some really good defense by North Cobb. North Cobb is also up 5-4 from they're up 5-4 from some good plays from Tristan Dobbs with 3 RBIs and a home run.
Christian Tetro up here to bat for North Cobb. Taking a strike there, 0-1 count.
Two on him now.
Two count here. Petro swinging there. 0-2 count still. Fourth inning here, 0-2 count. Taking the ball there, 1-2 count. Justin Mesmer to pitch. Swung directly to third baseman. Thrown to first in time. Get the out. Got a 0-1 count here. 0-1 count. Sorry, my bad. We have one out in the inning.
Now for the Warriors, number 3, Matthew Sherrill.
Just to remind you guys, the pitcher we have now currently for Camden came in as a reliever in the first inning, and has really settled down here and only given up 2 runs so far. Both of the pitchers for both teams have been doing very well as Justin throws the ball there for a 1-0 count. Pitch there by the reliever Justin Mesmer, gets it but does not get the pitch in time.
Now for the Warriors, number 4, Andrew Greco.
Back at the top of the order here for Andrew Greco. 2-0 count here. Brett Squire is currently on deck. Pitching out at first base. Nothing happening, so Andrew Greco getting ready for the pitch. Taking a ball, ball 3. Called a strike there. Two balls, 1 strike here. Mesmer got a pitch in the dirt there, brings us to a 3-1 count. Mesmer with the pitch, got him swinging, brings us to a 3-2 count. Leadoff man Andrew Greco trying to get something going.
Here with a full count.
Brings us to ball 4. So that is a walk for Justin Mesmer. give us runners on first and second with 1 out in the inning. So bring Brett Squires up to bat. Brett Squires taking a strike there, 0-1 count. Takes another strike. 0-2 count. For those of our new viewers, the score is currently 5-4 North Cobb Warriors. Mesmer with the pitch. Swung on. Third baseman isn't able to get that one. Drags the first baseman off, and that will get runners on first and third. Actually, the runner will be out at third, so that will just give us 1 runner on first. And second, my bad.
Third base guy, he got the ball there, and it slipped out of his glove, and he was lucky that the ball actually went to the bag, so he just went ahead and touched it while he was there.
Pitch. Tristan Dobbs looking at a good pitch here. 1-0 count. Tristan Dobbs ahead in the count, 1-0 here. Swung on foul, brings us to a 1-1 count. The pitch. Tristan Dobbs swung on into left field. Caught by the left fielder. That'll bring us to the end of the inning. So score remains 5-4. Camden looking to do some work on offense.
We'd like to thank the local sponsors of the game here. We'd like to thank Georgia Nurse Care. Visit them at georgianursecare.com. We'd also like to thank Oakwell Armory, and you can visit them at www.oakwellarmory.com. And we would like to thank Mr. Howard Davis of Oakwell Armory for his sponsorship.
This is All On Georgia bringing to you live stream from Camden County. All On Georgia has 40 affiliates across the state of Georgia. We have one here in Camden County bringing this game to you live. We have 5 million views statewide, and we appreciate Camden County School System allowing us to come here and allowing our student interns to broadcast and give you updates throughout the game. We encourage you to share this game with your friends and let everybody know we got a close game down here in Kingsland, Georgia. Thank you for tuning in.
We actually have a pitching change here for the North Cobb Warriors. Number 13, Clay Wright, will come into pitch now.
Now up for the Wildcats, number 3, Ian Smith.
Clay Wright on the mound. Number 3, Ian Smith, swung on that. That ball is gone. That is a home run for Camden County. Ian Smith with the single home run.
That was great. Steps right up to the plate and just knocks this one out of the park. You know, that was nice. The guy in the left field, though, he tried his best to get to it. He just couldn't quite get there because it went over the barrier.
Viewers, that is the second home run of the game, one by North Cobb, one by Camden. Ian Smith with that home run. Getting some celebration over there by his fellow players. That will actually tie the game up for Camden County as Brooks Bryant steps up to the plate. So, not a good start for Clay Wright for North Cobb. Called ball there, 1-0 count. Pitch by Clay Wright, called a ball. Ozzie Anderson back in the chat. We love to see boomers too. We like home runs just as much as Corn Pop Man does. Brooks Bryant at the plate here. Clay Wright with the pitch. Brooks holds off that strike.
Teams showing their fair share of home runs here today.
2-1 count here. Clary with the pitch. Called another strike, 2-2 count. Ozzie Anderson, I believe that was quite a good corn pop over the left field fence. Popped that one right over there. 2-2 count here for Brooks Bryan, swinging and missing. That is a strikeout for Brooks Bryan.
Now up for the Wildcats, number 15, Mylan Ellison.
Mylan Emerson up to the plate here. Called a strike, 0-1 count. Ball there. 2-0 count. 1-1 count. Sorry, my bad. Another strike there. 1-2 count with one out in the inning. Here, Clay Wright. Laid off that one. 2-2 count. Up at the plate, getting ready for this 2-2 pitch. Swung on, foul behind the plate. Catcher tries to make the catch, and he does make the catch. So this will bring us to 2 outs in the inning. This will bring number 11, Hunter Dean, up to the plate.
Now up for the Wildcats, number 11, Hunter Dean.
Currently in the bottom of the fourth here in this tie ball game here, 5-5. 1-0 count, but for our new viewers, in this inning, there was a home run by Ian Smith over the left field fence. Hunter Dean swinging on that one. Looks like a fly ball to the outfield. Shortstop tries to take that one in, and he does take it in. So that'll be the end of the fourth inning and bring it to the top of the fifth.
North Cobb has 2 or more errors, even though they were up 5-4. So Camden has no errors so far, but Camden was able to get back in this game to make it 5-5 by a home run from Ian Smith. Also for North Cobb, Matthew Terrell has been looking pretty good with 2 singles today so far.
Number 2-4 here, A.J. Diaz for the North Cobb County Warriors. North Cobb Warriors. Ball straight behind the catcher. A.J., of course, doesn't try anything. Let's bring it to a 1-0 count. A.J. Diaz swinging and missing, bring it to a 1-1 count. New viewers here, it is currently a 5-5 ball game. Pretty even, both teams hit at least 1 home run today. Swing into the second baseman here, throws to the first baseman, that'll be a quick out here. So 1 out in the inning. Clay Wright coming up to bat. Number 13, Clay Wright, coming up to bat. Swinging and missing on the foul. Clay Wright swinging it to the shortstop, gets it to first base in time, give us another out. So this is 2 outs in the inning, and I believe we have number 23, Devontae Cameron, coming up to bat for North Cobb.
All up for the Warriors, number 23, Devontae Cameron.
Taking a pitch there, 1-0 count. One count, called a strike. Linda Parker, we will actually have the final score posted after the game is over, so no need to worry, we'll have that. Swung on by Devontae. Tim Parker to first base. He is tagged for the out, not able to touch first base. Pretty nice series of events there. Quick half of inning for Camden County. Have more baseball with you right after this break.
We would like to thank our local sponsors of the game, Georgia Nurse Care. You can visit them at georgianursecare.com for any home nurse care service. And we'd also like to thank Oakwell Armory, and you can visit them at www.oakwellarmory.com. And we'd like to thank Mr. Howard Davis of Oakwell Armory for his sponsorship.
Not really much in that inning, other than the fact that Camden's Hunter Dean got a key first base play to go to the bottom of the fourth.
Bottom of the fifth here, Chris Mobley coming up to the plate for Camden County. Number 13, Clay Wright, who's still on the mound for the North Cobb Warriors. Held off that ball a little high there. Brings it to a 1-0 count. Held off that strike there. Called a 1-1 count now. Held off that ball there, 2-1 count. Took a picture. 3-1 count. Strike 3-2 count.
Pressure on both guys here with a full count. Let's see what happens. Strike, you're out. Well, that's how it goes.
The question by Tom. We haven't lost video feed here, so I'm not sure what's going on over there with you. Maybe try refreshing the page, going out of the stream, coming back in. Maybe that might help. Justin Mesmer up to the plate now. Score here currently in the game, bottom of the fifth, is 5-5. North Cobb Warriors and the Camden County Wildcats. It's called a ball there. 1-2 count. Pretty good game. We've had all three of the games we've played have been very well. A lot of action last night and a lot of action today. Swung on by Justin Mesmer. Keeps it at a 1-2 count. One-two count here. The pitch and the swing. Another foul. This is the deciding game in a three-game series. This is game 3. Winner-take-all game. All 2 strikes, 1 out. Held off that ball. Call a ball. So 2-2 count here. Called a strike. Struck out Justin Mesmer for Camden County. So the DH, Corey Dowdell, will come on and with 2 outs in the inning, see what he can do.
For North Cobb right now, he's looking clean. He's got 2 strikeouts in a row, so let's see if he can keep it up.
Now up for the Wildcats, number 44, Corey Dowdell.
DH Corey Dowdell up to the plate now. Pitcher steps off the mound real quick. Taking a breather. The pitch and the strike, 1-0 count. Oh, 1 count, my bad. We're just laughing over here because our tent is coming off the ground. Little windy out here today. Swung at third baseman between his legs. So DH Corey Dowdell will get on first base with a single.
And that's a base hit by Corey Dowdell. Returning for the Wildcats, number 2, Mikey Packard.
Got a pinch runner here on first base, Mikey Packard. Tim Parker up to the plate now. It's just a first, see what's happening, but runner stays low to that first base bag, so turn attention back to home plate. 0-1 count. Swing, and there's a foul ball. 0-2 count.
So the ball there, but it didn't quite go in his favor, so that's going to be a foul ball.
Yeah, I got a little out in front of that one, a little early as it went foul, but certainly had the distance, I believe. Oh, 1 count. Fired over to first. Runner stays loyal. So it is an 0-1 count here. 2 outs in the inning. Runner on first. Called a ball. 1-1 count. One-two count here.
Gotta protect, baby.
Strikeout there from Clay Wright. Brings us into the half of the inning. We'll be back to you real quick at the top of the 6th.
Great pitching series there for North Cobb. You know, he got 3 strikeouts in a row, so he's looking pretty nice right now. You know, that pitcher, you know, obviously he's probably going to be staying in for most of the game now because he's really established himself on the mound there.
Question from T. Virgo. Did Tristan pitch any of the series? No, he has not pitched any of the series, but he has been playing absolutely outstanding for the North Cobb Warriors.
So nothing much this inning other than the fact that North Cobb's third baseman had an error and the pitcher was able to clean up for it with a strikeout.
Seven Young up to bat here for the North Cobb Warriors. That's a ball. 1-0 count here at the top of the sixth. If anyone in your family or any friends want to watch it, just click that share button. They'll be able to see it easily. This is certainly a great game, just as good as the games yesterday, so pretty sure any family or friends will want to watch it, as there is a hit, to third base, and he will be out at first as the throw gets there in time. So that is a quick out here for Camden County.
Now up for the Warriors, Christian Tatro.
Now for the Warriors, number 8, Christian Tetro up to bat. Oh, strike that 0-1 count. Tetro up to bat now. Matthew Terrell on deck. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out in the inning. No runners on. Tetro swing and a miss, strike 2. Tetro has gotten down in this count as the count is 0-2.
Got a little bit of a low pitch there, but he was able to get the guy to swing, so that was a pretty good reliever right there.
For those of you who didn't see, Justin very slightly clipped the player, but still counts as a hit by a pitch, so the runner gets on base. Number 3, Matthew Terrell up to bat now for the North Cobb Warriors. Runner on first. Very nicely hit in the left field between the center field and left fielder. That'll be a double around the second, and the runner will stay at third. As you can hear, North Cobb Warrior fans are going to get into this game now as their team is in a pretty good situation.
Over here, Greco up the bat, so let's see what he can do here. He's got a guy on second, so he wants to bring him all the way back over here.
It will take Mesmer off the mound, and I believe they'll bring Mylan Ellerson up to pitch now. We're in the top of the sixth, so I believe Mylan will be the closer for this game as he is warming up now.
Second base for the Wildcats, number 9, Colton Thrift. And on the mound for your Wildcats, number 15, Mylan Ellerson.
Two changes here. We got Mylan on the mound, and we got Colton over there sitting at second base.
So, as Justin walks off the field, he did a great job as a reliever. Pretty clean innings. Gave up 2 runs in the second, but after that, he pitched very well. But now it's time for Mylan to take the mound and see what he can do.
I mentioned, though, Mesmer did have that one series where he went 0-3, so he had a really good strikeout series there. But, you know, they're going to give him a little bit of a break and put Mylan on the mound and see what he can do.
Daryl Dobbs. It is, in fact, the top of the 6th now. Andrew Grekel got an intentional walk. He's on first. Now we have number 2, Brett Squires, up to bat.
You ready back there now, Brooke? You ready, Brooke? Cut the run off and get him at first. Hey, how much more time did you get, Blue? Now all see is Brooke on ready. You go.
This is loaded here. Andrew Grekel got an intentional walk. He did not want the anything bad to happen as the bases are loaded now with 1 out in the inning. Here for Brett Squires. Brett Squires with a great hit. It will be foul. Daryl Dobbs. Camden is actually the home game in this game, and North Cobb is the guest. So they are hitting in the top of the inning. Milan with the pitch, called a strike. 1-2 count here. Brett Squires hit that behind the plate. Brooks Bryant able to corral that in behind the plate as the catcher brings it to 2 outs in the inning. Bases still loaded.
Motion on the field, we'll get you with the final result here. Hold on.
Damn, 3 Stooges out here.
The only thing that could have happened here is that the umpire called a ball before the hit actually happened. So even if Brooks would have made the catch behind home plate, it still would have been called a ball.
You're horrible.
For everyone wondering, we were a little clueless too, but we actually found out that it was a balk. So. Balk is an illegal motion made by the pitcher penalized in advance of the base runners. So that means as the bases were loaded, the runner from third came home. So it's currently a 6-5 North Cobb ball game.
We got a pitching change here. Colton Thrift's going to come in on the mound and see what he can do after Milan's illegal motion there. But let's see what happens.
Colton Thrift here on the mound for Camden County. The pitch, the swing, called foul. Number 2, Brett Squires, still on at the plate. So even though the balk happened, it does not affect the man at the plate. So still the same count. So it's currently 1-2 count. On second and third here. Struck him out. So now we have 2 outs in the inning, but Tristan Dobbs is coming up to bat next for North Cobb.
Fastball right down the middle. I mean, just straight down the line. I've never seen a pitch like that today. That was clean.
They intentional walk Tristan Dobbs, so now bases are loaded, and A.J. Diaz is on.
Number 3 is going to take a U-turn, hit back on the third bag.
Out here for A.J. Diaz. 2 outs in the inning. Bases loaded. Lean back there a little bit and brings it to a 2-0 count for A.J. Diaz. Ball's hit to center field, and the center fielder caught it. So after they intentional walk Tristan Dobbs, that will not come to hurt them as bases are loaded as they get A.J. Diaz off, and Camden's looking to do some work with their batting. So we'll be back with you guys at the bottom of the 6th.
Live broadcast is being brought to you by All on Georgia Camden. All on Georgia has county affiliates across the state with 5 million viewers a month. At Camden County High School and Camden County Athletic Department for allowing us to come out and broadcast this game to you live. We just got word from a fan from North Cobb High School that one of her family members is watching from the Dominican Republic. So if you're still watching, we're glad that you came on. This is the reason why we do it. Allow students to participate, allow family members from afar to watch their friends, their family, so that they can be a part of the game when they can't be here. So we appreciate your patronage and your viewership.
Now up for the Wildcats, number 4, Cole Loden.
Let's go, C4.
Cole Loden coming up to bat for the Camden County Wildcats. I believe Clay Wright is still on the mound for North Cobb Warriors. Call the ball, 1-0 count. Count here. 3-0 count here.
North Cobb's been pitching really great right now. Let's see if he can do what he's been doing the whole game, but we got to be thinking on the Camden side that, he's a really good pitcher. We got to come in there with some good batters.
Called a strike there. 3-1 count with 0 outs in the inning. Cole Loden just over the second base bag into center field. That'll get him a single. So the leadoff man in the order, Ian Smith, coming up to bat for Camden County. The player earlier who hit the home run.
Now up for the Wildcats, number 3, Ian Smith.
And Ian Smith here at the plate. Runner on first, 0 outs. Try to get him out of first, but nothing happening, so. Called ball there, 1-0 count. Thirteen. Clay Wright throws a strike there, 1-1 count. Fires it over to first base. Cole Loden is back in time. Right with the pitch. Foul ball behind the plate.
Like our viewers who are commenting to be respectful of one another, just like if you were respectful here in the stands, you need to be respectful of one another. Thank you.
Ian Smith hits it down the third base line. Cole Loden gets to second, and Ian Smith gets to first.
Called that one fair there, so it went in Ian's favor, so he's going to be on first base. So that was a really good play.
And that was a base hit by Ian Smith.
On, no outs. Brooks Bryan looking for the bunt there, but not happening. 1-0 count. Right with the pitch. Brooks Bryan lays off that one, called a ball, 2-0 count. Ball a little high there, 3-0 count.
The pitcher normally that we've been seeing up there on the mound, you know, he's been throwing really well, but right now he's just not having a good time.
3-1 count here for Clay Wright. By Clay. The swing by Brooks Bryan. Got a little under that one. The catcher, the pitcher, not calling. Catcher gets it. Pitcher gets it, my bad. Bring us to 1 out in the inning. Runners stay on first and second. Aaron Wainwright coming up to the plate for Camden County.
Time to talk to the umpire here. Wainwright was a starting pitcher for the first game yesterday, so he's going to step up on the plate here to show what he's got in the batting area.
Called a strike here. We like to remind everyone that in high school baseball, they only play 7 innings, so we are currently in the bottom of the 6th, so there's only about 1 more inning left to play. So if any of your family or friends wanted to see it, just go ahead and click share, and they'll be able to see it right now. Clay Wright getting ready for the pitch. Low in the dirt. 1-1 count. Pitch held off of strike 2. 1-2 count here for Aaron Wainwright. Clay Wright, 2-2 count. Score currently in the game is 6-5 North Cobb. With an inning and a half left.
Outs here. Come on, Hunter. He's got to get that. He's got to get that. Nice hit down the field to get Colo to maybe to home plate here or third base.
2 runners on, 2 outs here. 6-5 North Cobb ball game. Hunter Dean lays off that pitch there. Count. Clay Wright with the pitch. Little low there. 1-1 count. Laid off that ball there in the dirt. 2-1 count. Hunterdine swings on it. It'll be foul behind home plate. 2-2 count here. 2 outs in the inning. 2 on. Runner from second goes to third, steals, but the third baseman isn't able to get that one. Runners on first, second, and third now. Bases loaded for Camden County. Stephen Connor, the score currently is 6-5 North Cobb in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Loaded here for Mobley. Let's see what he can do.
It's Mobley up to bat now for Camden County with bases loaded. 2 outs in the inning. Lays off a pitch in the dirt there. 1-0 count. Ozzie Anderson. In fact, the bases are loaded for Camden County as Chris Mobley is on at the plate here. Another ball. 2-0 count for Chris Mobley. Chris Mobley lays off that high pitch there, brings it to a 3-0 count. Now bases are loaded, so pitcher throws another ball. He will walk, which means the runner from third will come to home, and it will be a tie ball game.
Thinking Chris Mobley wants this walk here, and he gets
Called a strike here, 3-1 count. Three-one count here, Clay Wright. Called a strike. 3-2 count.
A low pitch there, but the guy was able to. The umpire just called it a strike, so he's going to see a full count here.
That could have been called either way. Bottom of the 6th here. Clay Wright, full count. Called a ball. The runner from third will come home. So it'll be a tie ball game between North Cobb and Camden County.
For both sides are going crazy right now. I want to tell you right now, they're going crazy. I'm telling you.
Teams, fans are very into this ball game. This game is it's a very great game. I couldn't imagine to go any other way. These two teams are very passionate about the sport. High ball game here. 22, Justin Mesmer gets under that one. Fielder is able to grab that one, keep it at a 6-6 ball game. As we go into the top of the 7th, it is a tie ball game, so crunch time for both teams.
What a 6th inning. All on Georgia is streaming to you live. We have 40 county affiliates. We have one here in Camden County. I'd like to thank the Camden County High School Athletic Department for allowing us to come down and stream for you guys so that everybody can watch who's not able to watch. We have over 5 million views each month statewide. Thank you for coming in and streaming.
on the mound. He did really good last
Now
time. Let's see if he can keep it up.
7-5.
But here we go.
6-6, excuse me.
Hit right down there to the second baseman. He's going to throw it over to the first guy. He's going to get him out. And looks like next guy's up. Cameron on the mound, well, on the plate here. Right over our heads. With a pitch off to left field, and that's going to be a single. He's going to sit there at first and stay. Count here, Colton up for the next pitch. Here we go.
Number 7, Jonathan Young, looking for the bunt there, but lays off that one. Oh, and count here, went out in the inning, went on. Devontae Cameron on first base for North Cobb. The bunted, the ball rolled, a little awkward, and got on base. So now runners on first and second for North Cobb.
An awkward bounce off the ground there from that bunt, and it forced Hunter to have to turn his wheels and throw it and get back to third base.
Christian Tetro up to bat now for North Cobb. Pitch under the catcher's mitt. Runners advance from first and second to second and third. Tetro still at the plate after that wild pitch. Called a ball there, bringing to a 1-0 count. One out in the inning, 2 runners on second and third. Called a ball, could have gone either way, 2-0 count. Count, my bad.
Balls in a, well, 3 balls in a row here. He's going to look for the walk.
Called a strike, 3-1 count. Steps back up to the plate, 3 balls, 1 strike. Tetro hits it to second base, throws to home, he is out. 2 outs in the inning. Number 23, Devontae Cameron from third base tries to come in and take home, but does not as he is tagged out. So there are 2 runners on here, first and third, with 2 outs in the inning.
North Cobb tried to slide right around and couldn't get towards him, and Brooks was able to tag him, and he got him out.
Batter here for North Cobb, I believe, is Matthew Terrell. Catcher at first. Called a ball there, 1-0 count. Called a ball, 2-0 count. Pitch for Terrell. Terrell hauls off that, 2-1 count.
Right down the middle, that was nice, and he got it in swing, so it was a really good fastball.
Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, 2 on here. Another strike, 2-2 count.
Third strike to get him out so we get his batting team out there. It's about to be bottom of the 7th here, but we never know what may happen.
On down third base line, that is foul ball. He's a 2-2 for Matthew Terrell.
Definitely beating hard over there for the Camden side as that ball flew out and was fouled.
Score currently here in Camden County is 6-6. That's a ball in the dirt, 3-2. Runner from first steals second. Now runners are on second and third for North Cobb.
Colton with the next pitch. He's got to be looking for that strike here. It's a 3-2 count, so it's full count. So let's see what happens. That was a nice hit down center
Hits it to right field.
And it looks like we're going to have one guy hit the home run.
Drops a little soon. Runner from third comes on to score, 7-6. Runner from second tries to come in to score, and he is not safe. The score will stay at 7-6. Score in Camden currently here 7-6 North Cobb. This all comes down to Camden's batters, that is in the bottom of the 7th. This is the last inning.
Runner behind that first runner, he couldn't quite get there. He got tagged out, and the coach for Cobb didn't like it, but you know, it is what it is, and so it's now time for Camden to go out here and bat and see if they can tie this thing up and maybe win it for the Cats.
We'd like to thank our local sponsors of the game, Georgia Nurse Care. You can reach them at georgianursecare.com, in-home nurse care out of Brunswick, Georgia. We'd also like to thank Oakville Armory at www.oakvillearmory.com. We would like to thank Mr. Howard Davis of Oakville Armory for his sponsorship. Also, a big thank you to our statewide sponsor of the Student Partnership Program with All on Georgia, Kyle Durns, in Durden Pecan in Metter, Georgia.
Yeah, it's a bit fitting right now, the scenery, and we got some Guns N' Roses playing back here. Welcome to the Jungle. So, time's perfect for that kind of song. And, Axl Rose is singing his heart out over there for the Cats. You already know.
Now up from the Wildcats, number 44, Corey Dowdell.
Number 44, Corey Dowdell up to bat here for Camden County. Number 4, Andrew Grekel is on the mound for North Cobb now. I would imagine, being in the bottom of the 7th, this will be the closer for North Cobb. All comes down to this, bottom of the 7th for Camden County. Grekel with the pitch. Corey lays off a ball there, pretty low, 1-0 count.
Yeah, it's perfect timing here. You got your designated hitter coming in at the top, or at the bottom of the 7th here. Going to start things off with the Cats.
Balls, no strikes here for Andrew Grekel. Called strike, 2-1 count. For Corey. Corey swings on that one. Out in front. Brings to a 2-2 count as that ball falls foul. Two balls, 2 strikes, no outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Corey swings and misses on that one, so that will be a strikeout for Andrew Grekel. Leadoff man in the inning struck out, so this will bring Tim Parker up to the plate for Camden County.
6-ball game here. Let's see what Tim can do. Hopefully he can knock this one over there towards center field and get himself on first base.
Pitch for Tim, called strike, 0-1 count. Pitch there, a little inside, called 0-2 count. Pitch. Check swing. Called ball, 1-2 count. Balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the inning. Tim Parker. High pitch there, 3-2 count now for Tim Parker. Swung out by Tim Parker, right by the shortstop, and into first base. Base hit for Tim Parker.
Said, he wants to hit in the center field and get to first base, so that was a really good hit by Tim Parker there to get that thing right dead in the center to get there on that first base bag.
We now have number 4, Cole Loden up to bat for Camden County, the senior. Number 4, Andrew Grekel versus number 4, Cole Loden here. High ball there, called 1-0 count. Ball 2 here.
Got a little bit of a meeting up on the mound here. We'll be right back with you.
If you're tuning in, make sure to like the local Facebook page and share the game. Bottom of the seventh. Pretty sure nobody would want to miss this game. Camden trying to claw back here. Cole it in a 2-0 count. Called strike 2-1 count with a runner on first. Coloden swings at that in foul territory. The ball is just over the fence. Landed right beside a fan. That was awfully close. 2 balls, 2 strikes here for Coloden. 1 out in the inning and 1 on.
It was awfully close. Could have hit a fan there, but glad everybody's okay. So
Greco getting ready for the pitch. Coloden holds off that one, brings us to a 3-2 count. Ball 4 walk. So now we have runner on first and second with a 1 out in the inning. And we have the leadoff man, Ian Smith, coming on to bat now.
no better time than get your guy out there who hit that home run earlier in the game. You want to see him hit it right here to solidify this win for the catcher. So let's see if that happens.
Now for the Wildcats, number 3, Ian Smith.
Ian Smith at the plate now for Camden County. Holds off of a strike there, a little low. Regardless, an 0-1 count. This is make it or break it time for Camden County as they need a run on the board. Holds off of a low breaking ball there, 1-1.
Bit low for the umpire's liking.
Greco with the pitch. Ian Smith holds off of that one. Runners from second and first go to third and second. So with 1 out in the inning, a 1-1 count, the runners from Camden advance to second and third base.
Time for Tim to steal that base over there. He got to first base, and so they got a chance to put some runs up on the board. So let's see if that happens.
Ian Smith walks. Bases loaded for Camden County. Fans getting a little restless here as Brooks Bryan comes up to bat for Camden County. Brooks Bryan, a junior this year at Camden County.
Another piece of Mr. Ian Smith over there. You know, he's been hitting. He hit 1 home run, so they didn't want to mess with that. So he went ahead and walked to first base.
Runners on first, second, and third. Andrew Greco must be feeling some type of nerves here. Brooks Bryan lays off of that strike. There, 0-1 count. 1 out in the inning. Bases loaded for Camden County. Count for Brooks Bryan. Brooks Bryan holds off of a high ball there. 1-1 count. Greco with the pitch. Holds off that ball. 2-1 count.
Catcher right there. That was a pretty clutch move there to dive for that ball. He knew how much that meant to this team, so he went ahead and went down there and snagged it off the dirt.
Brooks getting ready for this pitch. Brooks holds off the high ball. 3-1 count. Brooks is ahead in this count. If the next ball is thrown, the game will be tied.
Looking good right now. Let's see if they can keep it looking good.
Swung on foul behind the plate. Over the net. Catcher doesn't even go for that. 3-2 count here. Bases loaded for Brooks Bryan. 1 out in the inning. Camden's trying to capitalize off of this. It is a great moment for them to get some runs on the board. With the pitch and the ball, the runner coming from third. The runner coming from third will score. The game will be tied for Camden County. This means either a win is coming for Camden County or extra innings.
Park was able to get on that home plate, and you got to be thinking they still got one out on the board. So, North Cobb still got 2 more outs to go. So they're looking pretty good right now.
You also cannot forget that bases are loaded for Camden County still.
Yeah, they still are. When you have loaded bases like that, it gives your batter a lot of confidence, especially right now in this game where it's at.
Jordan Brown up to bat next for Camden County.
For Andrew Grekel.
Bases loaded for Camden. Jordan Brown up at the plate here. 1-1 count. 1 out in the inning. Andrew Grekel with the pitch. Jordan Brown's off that, called a ball, 2-1 count. Grekel getting ready for the pitch. Jordan Brown calls time on the plate. Jordan Brown steps back up. Pitcher on the mound, ready for this next pitch. Swung on by Jordan Brown. Deep left center field. The runner from third tries to go to home. He will be safe. He's safe. Folks, that's ball game. Ball game for Camden County. That's a ball game for Camden County. Camden County comes back in this game and wins 8-7, the walk-off single. Or sack fly, I should say. Players on the field celebrating. This will bring us to the second round of the playoffs. What a game played by both teams, but Camden County persevered and came out with the win. What do you think about this, Thomas?
Me jumping up my seat when I had my mic off, man. I was going crazy, but that was great, tremendous speed there, and great technique by Cole to slide in under the catcher there to get that plate.
The field now congratulating each other on the good game. Camden Wildcats will be traveling to Brookwood in the second round of the playoffs. So make sure we're going to have that. Should be most likely, so.
The wire game there. North Cobb did a great job. Hats off to them. It's a hard loss here, but, they were able to, Ken was able to pull it out.
He was compelled to go to the Brookwood game, but we really need some sponsors if we wanted to go. Probably going to need a little help with that, so if anyone feels free to sponsor, it would be greatly appreciated. Camden at allongeorgia.com. You can just go find us there. You can find out all about us. As Camden picks up the win, 8-7 here.
Congratulations, Camden County Wildcats. It was a privilege bringing this to you live streaming this. We hope to do this at the next game. The next game is at Brookwood High School. That's near Stone Mountain, Georgia, Snellville. If we are able to do so, we will, but we will need contributions to load up the equipment and send that up there and get some help streaming that back to you guys down here in Camden. So if you're interested in getting contributions to us, our email, you can contact us at Camden at allongeorgiaspelledout.com. But Camden at allongeorgia.com. Yes, we would like to write a check, but Sydney, we're asking you to write a check, brother. Yeah. Final score is 8-7.
Anytime you got a running back on third base, you're in good shape. Hey, it's hard to beat 12. You can beat 9, but it's hard to beat 12.
Just wanted to thank All on Georgia here for letting us do this stream, and just wanted to say we're going to end the stream here, so I'm glad you joined us to watch this game, and we'll have the next game ready, so hopefully. So, yeah.